Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Lav here. Just a little vlog type of video I'm gonna be doing here. I don't know how the lighting is. I guess the lighting's okay. Some questions I get asked recently a lot. What was the story with the Iconnect? You guys have been seeing me use the Testo 550, and I also get a lot of questions: is how come I don't use the Testo 570 anymore? Well, I had a problem with the Testo 570. Um, I was having a problem with the vacuum part of the Testo 570. I'd hook it directly right up to a vacuum pump, and I couldn't even pull, down. I couldn't pull it down to under 550 microns directly with a vacuum pump. So there was a problem with the vacuum port. I checked all the gaskets and put brand new hoses on it a couple of times and was having a problem with it. So it would work under pressure part, but it was having a problem with the vacuum. Now, I don't recommend pulling a vacuum through any kind of gauges. I think you should pull a vacuum straight through with a vacuum pump with different apparatus. You can check on my videos how I do it, but I don't think the Testos are good. They're not rated for vacuum, and I don't think it's a good idea to pull vacuum through any kind of gauges. But I had a problem with the 570, and my 550's been working better for me. I don't use it for vacuum anyway, so I use a straight vacuum pump with 3/8 hoses with shutoffs to pull a vacuum. I pull a vacuum with that, and then introduce gas with a set of manifolds. Had a problem with the Iconnect as far as losing, getting connected. And you guys had seen it on my videos. I haven't used it in a while, but I like the Iconnect. I sent it back to Jim Burtman. He did some adjustments on it supposedly, and it's supposed to be working better now. What was happening was I was connecting from the Iconnect to my iPad or my tablet, no problem. But I wasn't getting the Zigbee signal to the probes. The probes weren't connecting to the tablet. So from what Jim was saying, I guess it was programmed for an iManifold and not an Iconnect. So for somehow it wasn't reading the Zigbee signal back and forth. So hopefully that is straightened out. I was supposed to be getting it back Monday. I sent everything. I sent my tablet. I sent all the probes. I sent everything to Jim Burtman. He did some tests on it, and I told him how I was going about, setting everything up, and it happened to him right there on his desk. So supposedly that's straightened out, and I'm hoping to use the Iconnect again. It's a nice setup. I like the app and everything, but $1,800, that fucker better work. It's gotta work for $1,800, So he supposedly got it all straightened out. We'll see. I also did get a smart tool, just to have it. A lot of guys have bought the smart tool. I want to try it myself. I do like the Testo 550s as a backup. It's always good. I always say it's good to have a backup. You gotta have a backup plan, and the Testo 550s are a nice setup to have. If something happens with the Iconnect or the smart tool, I could always go out and get the Testo 550s and hook it up, and I know them are gonna work. So, I'm not bagging, the Iconnect. I like it. It's a nice tool, but anything like that's got a lot of crazy digital stuff, it can fail. Or there could be something going on with the Bluetooth part of it. I don't believe there was a problem with the Bluetooth part. It was a Zigbee signals that were having an issue connecting. So I need to be connected. Gotta be connected, Mama. If it's gonna work, it's gotta be connected. But anyway, let's get on here. I want to thank everybody for the response I got for the Susie video I did about my dog that had died and passed away. I got a good response on that. And had her cremated. I missed the little dog, she was with me all them years, 16 and a half years. She's like a kid to me. I took care of her like a kid. Kind of like an elderly mother, more or less, more what it was like. But I still got the new little dog baby. I did a little video on her. I'm going to be releasing that in a couple of days, I guess. The new little dog, she's doing well. Um, you know, I'm so used to having a dog with me all the time, so I'm glad I got the new one. But it was good. All the responses and the comments I got for the Susie video was good. It was good. And I got another question I get asked a lot. I get um, a lot of nasty comments about it. And if you guys see the way I run my PVC drains underneath the kitchen sinks, I don't like anything that's got slip joints or any kind of tubular stuff that's got slip joints, because them things will leak. As soon as you pour hot water down the drain, they leak. So if you notice with me, I glue everything together. Glue everything together, and I have one Desenko fitting right up top there. Right at the end. And the way I pipe off my kitchen sinks, they'll never leak like that. And if there's a problem, we can make one cut over by the wall and put a clamp there and take that whole assembly right out and snake it. And that's the reason why I pipe off stuff like that underneath kitchen sinks. Because I don't like to have a lot of leaks. Leaks are problems. I get a lot of leaks, and people are going to be suing me to fix problems that, I was there 6 months ago and now this thing's all leaking. Well, I can get in trouble for that stuff. So that's why I do things a certain way. I've been thinking about doing, more of giveaways and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about, what I'm going to do for the giveaways. I am going to be doing some giveaway stuff. I know what Jim Burtman had asked me about what he could, because I had to mail that thing back to him, and he says, well, what can I do for you for reimburse for the shipment? It's one thing I can say about Jim Burtman and Stride Tools is they stand by their stuff, Great response. I had a problem. I called the guy right up. He said, well, send it right out, and, I'll take care of you with shipping. And, one thing I can say about the guy is if there's a problem, he'll fix it. He'll stand by it. So, I always said Jim Burtman was a stand-up guy, and, I'm not bagging the Iconnect. I had a problem with it, and he took care of it. So, if there's a problem in the future, I'm sure he'll take care of it again. So, you got to stand by. No matter whatever kind of product you make, there could be problems. So, I'm not bagging it. I actually endorse the tool. I like the tool. I love the app. It is a little bit, intimidating to go through all the different procedures to learn it all, but it is all part of it. He said he's going to send me some stuff, some hats. I asked him if he could send me a couple of these openers. So if he sends me some, I'll do giveaways for him. There's a nice. It's basically like a tubing cutter, and it's a can opener. If you can see there, it's a can opener. So he said he's gonna probably send me some stuff, and I'm gonna do more giveaways for that stuff. And I'm planning on doing other type of giveaways also. I just haven't decided on what I'm gonna do. But I want to do some stuff. I got so many tools in my garage over the years that I've used that, they're all good tools, and maybe I'll just do giveaways of some of that stuff. I got benders and expanders and all kinds of stuff, man. I got all kinds of tools in the garage. A lot of the specialty tools I have in the garage, a lot of you guys probably never use them anyway, so I don't know if I want to do that. I want to try to do, a giveaway where anybody could use the type of thing, Some of these specialty tools I have, a lot of you guys will probably never even use them, so why do a giveaway on something like that? I like to do giveaways on stuff that, hats or something like that, or t-shirts guys could use all the time. I'm thinking about it. Definitely going to do something with that. Alright guys, what I'm going to do on the giveaways in the future is, I'll mention a giveaway that I'm going to do. And then the day of it'll be a couple of days till I do the drawing. And what I'm going to do is, say I'll go back 4, 5, 6 videos, whatever I decide to do that day. I'll go back so many videos and pick a number. And then whatever that number is going to be the guy who wins the giveaway. And this way here, the guys that comment on my stuff every day, them are the guys that are going to win the giveaways. The guys that comment on my stuff every day. If I say I'm going to do a giveaway, everybody's going to comment just on that one video. No, that ain't how it's going to work with me. If you want to comment on my stuff all the time, you're going to have a chance of winning my giveaways. that's how I'm going to fly, and that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to start doing giveaways, but it's going to be, you know, I'll determine how many videos back that day, whatever it is, 5 or 6. And we'll look at it 5 or 6 back, or whatever I decide that day, and whatever number we pick off the random.org. We'll look at the videos, we'll go back them videos, and boom. So the guys that comment on my stuff every day, them are the guys that are going to win my giveaways. That's how it's going to fly with me. You know, and I always say my channel's built on the backs of the subscribers. And I always want to do a shout out for all the guys that leave comments on my videos every day. I post videos, you know, and there's guys that come through every day and watch my videos and leave comments. And you guys all know who you are, and I appreciate you guys. You know, that's why I do these videos, you know, and the videos take a long time. If I got a 1-hour video that I film out there in the field, and then I come home and I edit it all, by the time you watch it through and edit it a couple of times, and you got to go through, and you're probably talking, you know, 3-4 hours for a 1-hour video. If you got a 1-hour video, by the time you're done editing it, you're probably talking, you know, 3-4 hours by the time you're done. So it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work to do videos. There ain't no doubt about that. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. And I'm good with the way my channel is now. I'm going to run with it. And I do YouTube videos because I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. You don't get, you know, reimbursed for all that work you do. But I enjoy doing what I do. And I'm going to continue to do it. And I appreciate all my subscribers. Thanks for watching. Steve is working again. Steve is always working. It's amazing. Steve is working again, Mama. It's unbelievable. Alright, guys. Have a great day. You good boy? You good boy? What's all the growling for? You a good boy? Huh? You a good boy? Nice seat you got there. You got a nice little seat there, buddy. You growling at?